For latest astrology videos, subscribe AstroEdify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live.
Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to talk about the combinations of the yogas which give a government job or a service to a person. What are the simple rules or yogas which you need to see if you are going to be working for a government or government departments or in any kind of government related service. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is shown in the description. So we are going to talk about the simple rules or yogas which must be seen for a person if you are looking for a prospective opportunity to work in government or government related organizations in any capacity. And these rules are very simple to apply even if you are a beginner in astrology. Despite that, you will be able to understand very easily that how a person can be can get a chance to be in a government or any other government related institution. And this is a very common question which most of the people ask because there are many aspirants for government jobs, particularly in India, who are looking for various opportunities to serve in government in various capacities. So for those people, I am trying to make this video, and it's very simple to understand and apply as well as in your chart. So there are 4 rules, and I will explain this with the example chart as well, so you are able to understand better. So first of all, let's see. The first rule is that you need to see the association of 3 planets upon the career. The 3 planets which control government in general are Sun, Moon and Saturn. Now Sun, Moon and Saturn are the main planets which signify governance, government, administration in general. So Sun, Moon, Saturn. Now Sun is power, Sun and Moon are power, authority, leadership. Sun is central government, Moon is state government, and Saturn is serving the masses, public service. So government's main function is to serve the people, serve the society in any capacity. So no matter wherever you are, some or the other way, directly, indirectly, you are serving the masses, serving the people, serving the countrymen. So Saturn is the controller of that. So Sun, Moon and Saturn, if they are associated directly with the 10th house or the 10th lord or the 11th house or the 11th lord, and they are strongly placed, well placed, making good yogas, it will show that this is a first possibility that Sun, Moon and Saturn can help the person to get into any kind of government related service or government related jobs. Next thing here is after this you need to see the points of Sun and Saturn. Points, there are 2 things. First is Vim Shopak Bal. There are 2 Bals. One is Bal means strength, and there are 2 kind of strength points which you need to see. One is Shadbal and one is Vim Shopak Bal. I am not talking about Shadbal right now. Shadbal means a planet, the average strength of a planet from 6 divisional charts. That is Shadbal. But I am talking about Vim Shopak Bal. Vim Shopak Bal is the planetary strength itself. The thing here is that Vim Shopak Bal is taken out of 20 points. So from 0 to 20, how many points Sun and Saturn are gaining in the chart? So in the minimum that must be present is 10 or above. So 10 out of 20 or above. So the more it is greater than 10, the stronger it is. So Vim Shopak Bal of Sun and Saturn must be seen for the strength, that whether they are capable enough to let you qualify the competition or the exams for getting the government job or not. So you need to see the Vim Shopak Bal, and it must be 10 or greater than 10. If it is in single digits like less than 10, 7, 8, 9, 5, 4 like this, it is going to be very weak, and these planets, even if they are in own sign or those or making good yogas, they will not have that much strength or capacity to give competitive success and a job easily. So that will be a problem. So 10 or greater than 10. Next point here is you need to see the Ashtakvarga points. So Ashtakvarga points of Sun and Saturn. So, but not Sun and Saturn actually in which house they are sitting, not that house. But you need to see the Ashtakvarga points of Sun and Saturn, means the 11th house from Sun and Saturn and the 6th house from Sun and Saturn. How many points in Ashtakvarga they are getting? So Ashtakvarga is a different concept from where we conclude that each house, how much strong each house is. So the house also plays a very vital role. And why 11th and 6th house? Because 6th house is the house of job, service and competition, and 11th house is the house of gains. So you need to see these two houses from where? Sun and Saturn. So Sun and Saturn, wherever they are placed in the chart, you need to see the points from the 11th house from Sun and Saturn. How many points are there? It must be 25 or greater than 25. Lesser than 25, it means it is getting weak. So 25 or greater than 25 is considered good. Next thing is so 11th house from Sun and Saturn, how many points are there? And 6th house from Sun and Saturn, wherever they are placed, you need to see how many points are there. So this is seen in Ashtakvarga. Now these are three rules. Next is another rule which is not from the Parashar system, but it is from Jaimini astrology. So, but it is a very profound, very strong rule or yoga, which is mostly seen for people who are associated with government in any capacity, whether they are serving in initial scales or whether they are serving in senior profiles or whether they are in politics. I'm not talking about politics though, but I'm talking about government association in general in any capacity. So, for that, you need to see the Karakamsha Lagna. Now, what is Karakamsha Lagna? It's very simple to calculate it. You need to see the planet with the highest degree. Who is having the highest degree in the chart? So, that planet is known as Atma Karak. So, it could be any planet except Rahu Ketu. Except Rahu Ketu, it could be any planet who can become the Atma Karak. You have to see who is having the highest degree, that will be the Atma Karak. Now you have to see in Navamsha chart, in D9 chart, in what sign that planet is sitting. So let's suppose, and then what you make here is that the sign in which it is sitting in the Navamsha chart, make that as the ascendant in the birth chart. And from there you calculate this will be your Karakamsha Lagna. So it's simple. Like, for example, Sun is your Atma Karak. And Sun is sitting in the sign of Aries in the birth chart. But in Navamsha chart, Sun is going in the sign of Virgo. So now what you do, take Virgo as the ascendant in the birth chart. So rotate Virgo, wherever Virgo is, rotate it to the first house and calculate, and this will become the Karakamsha Lagna. And from here you will have to see. Now from this Karakamsha Lagna, now the rule says that only two planets, Sun and Venus, if Sun and Venus are associated with the second house or the second lord from the Karakamsha Lagna, first house or first lord in the Karakamsha Lagna, and the 10th house or the 10th lord in the Karakamsha Lagna, then this makes a strong combination for serving in government. So only two planet association, Sun and Venus, and that too with three houses only: 10th house, first house, second house. That's all. These are the four major conditions for seeing anybody to be working in government. I'm not talking about what department. Department also matters a lot. I'm not discussing the department, and people must understand that department also matters. Merely saying that I'm going to be working in government does not make that it's going to be your career. You need to see what department you are going to serve. Some people are in banks, some people are in administrative service, somebody is in railway, somebody is in police, somebody is in army. You need to see where you are going to serve. So for that you need to see other planets also. But today I am just telling the yoga which tells very simply that this person can be working with the government in any capacity. And in Karakamsha Lagna, the conditions which I said, the more they are going to make Jaimini Raj Yogas. I have made a playlist on this also, Jaimini Yogas. It's shown in the card section above. You can know that how the Karakamsha Lagna is calculated. I've already told you. But what kind of Jaimini Raj Yogas are there? Good yogas. The more strong Jaimini Raj Yogas will be, the stronger means the more senior positions, the better career, the more progressive, successful career can be seen in government. So this must be taken into account. These are the 4 rules which we need to see. Now I'm going to share a chart here where we will apply these simple principles. Now this is a chart of Miss Kiran Bedi. She is Indian. She's the first Indian female police officer in history, in Indian history, and it's part of Indian civil service, of course. Now we will see, and right now she has also been serving, she served as a former lieutenant governor in Puducherry as well, which is the Indian Union Territory. But the point I'm making here is that let's see the combinations for serving in government. Now, first condition was association of Sun, Saturn and Moon with 10th house or 10th Lord, or 11th house or 11th Lord. Now, see, in her case, the 10th Lord is Mercury, 11th Lord is Moon. So, Sun, Moon, Mercury are in mutual aspect. Sun, Moon, Mercury are in mutual aspect. And they have association with 10th house, means the 10th Lord, and the 11th house, where 11th Lord is Moon. Then Saturn. Saturn is looking at Mercury, which is the 10th Lord of career, and Saturn means it is aspecting it, and Saturn is in the sign of Leo. Leo is a very good sign for Saturn to serve in senior leadership roles. Even if you are not serving in government, Saturn in Leo, particularly in Magha and Uttar Phalguni, it's considered very favorable for serving in senior positions, authoritative roles, leadership roles, administrative capacities. But in this case, since the yogas for government are good, so Saturn is favorable for serving in government in senior positions. So she served in senior positions always. So the thing here is Sun, Mercury, Moon, then Saturn aspecting it. Then another, the first rule is there. Next point, see the Vimshopak Bal of Sun and Saturn. So you can see the VB. VB is Vimshopak Bal. Here Sun has 14 points and Saturn has 13 points, which is good, means 10 or above. It's very good in this case, powerful. Next is the Ashtakvarga. Ashtakvarga from Sun and Saturn. The 11th house points and 6th house points from Sun and Saturn. So if you will see from Sun, the 11th house is containing 32 points. From Sun, the 11th house is 7th house. It is having 32 points here. It is 32, it is written. So 32 points are there. So greater, it's quite good because it is greater than 30. Greater than 30, it means the house is very powerful. So that is one. Next, Sun, from here it has 28 points, 6th house from Sun. So here again greater than 25. Then from Saturn, if you will see 11th house, 10th house is there, 29 points are there. Then from Saturn, 6th house, 27 points are there. So the third rule is also applicable, which is showing that yes, the yogas for government are fine. Next will be Karakamsha Lagna. So who is Atma Karak? Planet with the highest degree, Sun. Sun is the Atma Karak in her case. It is 25 degrees 04 minutes, highest degree planet. And see where it is sitting in the Navamsha. It is sitting in Leo. Now what do you do? Take Leo as the ascendant. If you take Leo as the ascendant, what will happen? From Leo, what will happen? You need to see association of Sun and Venus with 1st, 2nd and 10th house. That's all. 1st, 2nd and 10th house. Mainly 2nd house. So if you will see, Sun is the ascendant lord. Sun is the Karakamsha Lagna lord and it is sitting in the 10th house. And it is sitting in conjunction with Mercury, which is 2nd lord. And Venus, if you will see, Venus is 10th lord and Venus is giving Rashi aspect on 2nd house. Here in Jaimini the aspects are different. Here sign aspects are taken, not planetary aspects. So Venus in Gemini is looking at Virgo. So Gemini and Virgo are in mutual aspect with each other where it's influencing the 2nd house. So Sun and Venus are directly associated with this 1st house, 2nd house and 10th house. And since Saturn and Mercury are in Kendra, this is one other combination. One more thing, if you will see, in her case, Mercury is her Amatyakarak. Amatyakarak is the career controller planet. So it makes a very powerful Raj Yoga also. Atmakarak plus Amatyakarak in 10th house, very powerful combination, which shows that she is going to serve in senior levels, not in lower scales at all. Because it is a very powerful combination for serving in government, but at senior positions as well. So this is how in this case it is happening, that you can understand we have applied all 4 rules and they are fitting perfectly. And the last but not the least, you need to see the Dasha. She got into the Indian police service in July 1972. So Dasha period plays a very important role. Whether the time period helps you, it's your favorable time or not. It is important for your career or not. It can give a result or not. So Mercury and Venus. So it was from December 1969 to October 1972. So Mercury and Venus are exchanging the zodiac signs, and they are making very powerful Raj Yoga. So she got into the Indian police service in July 1972, and the time period was Mercury Venus, which is straight away tells us that first of all, it's a very powerful Raj Yoga time period, and it will give prominent results, auspicious results regarding career. So that happened in her case, and this is how I have explained all the yugas. And if you will see the department, she served in police. But who controls police? Mars, Sun, and Saturn are the lords of police and defense. So if you will see, Mercury, which is the 10th lord, is in conjunction with Sun and Mars, and aspected by Saturn. Mars and Saturn are in mutual aspect. Then third, sixth, and eighth house are the houses of police and defense. So Mars is third lord, Saturn is a sixth lord, and Mars is again eighth lord. So Mars and Saturn influence on Mercury, Sun influence on Mercury, shows that police becomes suitable in this case. So later on, she served in political positions as well, which is another yoga. But the case here is that if you need to check the departments, the areas, you also need to see other planets, what role they are playing. Like some people can be working in banks, so you need to see the houses, second house, 11th house, association of Jupiter, Venus. Then some people are serving in any capacity like military, army, police, administration, or any taxes, revenue, accounts, railways, any area controlled by government. You need to see the respective planets which control those sectors and influence upon them in the chart. And you need to see the time periods. The dasha periods matter a lot. If your dasha is unfavorable, even though the combinations are there, the dasha won't help you to succeed. So you need to see the time period, from what kind of dasha, mahadasha, antardasha, pratyanta dasha the person is running. So I have explained here with the example how you have to look the simple rules for a person to be working in government. But here for departments, you need to see the other yogas as well. So that's all for today. I think you would have understood easily that how you have to apply these principles for seeing the government job or prospects of good government service in the chart. If you are new to my channel, subscribe below for more. Check on my website, Facebook page, and Instagram. Their links are shown in the description. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.